Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you another fragrance gift picks compilation. These are fragrances or houses or ideas that I would recommend to give as gifts. Now I've already done a designer fragrance gift list and I've also done a niche and I will link those below. Today I wanted to talk about like cheapies or inexpensive fragrances that I think would make fantastic gifts. I'm not going to so much be going into specific fragrances but more of houses and ideas for this, because I know a lot of inexpensive fragrances are either really good or overly synthetic, or people already have a lot of these in their collection. So this is kind of more of a guide to give you guys some tips and tricks and ideas for inexpensive fragrance gifts. So if you're interested in what I have to say, then keep watching. Thinking about doing my inexpensive fragrances, I initially was like, maybe I'll talk about like places that I trust to purchase discounted fragrances and tester bottles, but I kind of want to do that in a different video, not like a gift video. And then I thought about, do I want to pick specific fragrances like I did with my last two, or just kind of talk about general ideas? And I decided to do a little bit of both. I'm going to give you general ideas for inexpensive gift picks. All of these are going to be under $75 USD. And the reason why it's up to $75 is because there's one specific brand of fragrances I really wanted to talk about, but they're in the $63 range. Other than that, most of these are $50 and below. So let's get started. To get a whimsical romantic gift for somebody, I think fragrances are wonderful. They're one of the true romantic gifts. If you think about it, like men and women, depending on who you were wooing, would give gifts of flowers and chocolate and fragrances. And I think that fragrances make really extra special gifts, especially if it's a special occasion. A lot of times that fragrance, when they wear it, will bring back memories of that time that they were gifted it and that event. So if it's a romantic Valentine's Day, if you're proposing, if it's an anniversary, getting gifts that you can wear and be constantly reminded of that special event are awesome. However, fragrances, people are terribly particular with their fragrances, which is why most of the picks that I have mentioned to you guys have been classics, have been very safe and a little bit on the basic side. But again, you guys know that I like my basic fragrances. I think they're great day-to-day, everyday fragrances. And then you have your really wild, eccentric, crazy fragrances to wear for special occasions. When it comes to inexpensive fragrances, you kind of have to be careful. There is nothing wrong with a body mist. There is nothing wrong with a celebrity fragrance. There is nothing wrong with fragrances that don't cost $100, $200, $300 a bottle. A lot of those fragrances are really, really good, but it's navigating through them, navigating through the mess, finding the gem in the quarry, or the diamond in the quarry. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of time, to me, a lot of the inexpensive fragrances use a lot of the same notes and the same ingredients, and they all kind of smell the same. There's nothing wrong with that smell. It's a really nice smell. But if you constantly get like inexpensive fragrances as gifts, you might repurchase something that is incredibly similar, and it might not be something unique. Again, there's nothing wrong with those fragrances, and I have a lot of those in my collection. But I just wanted to pick fragrances that I think are unique, that you might not have already given as a gift, or that you might not already have in your collection. So if you already have gotten a lot of the inexpensive fragrances that are classics, those are wonderful fragrances. Again, I have a lot of them in my collection. I am not dissing them. But with this video, I kind of wanted to give you new picks and new ideas. So that's where we're going with this. For a romantic, ultra-feminine gift that I think would be a great anniversary gift, a great Valentine's Day gift, a nice whimsical gift for somebody who likes ultra-feminine fragrances, the two brands, and I think they're sister companies, I have to look into it more, Library of Flowers and Lollia. Now this is Wildflower and Fern. This is one of my favorite scents. It's very clean, it's very easy to wear, it's very refreshing scent, and this is another amazing ultra feminine fragrance. I find these two to be ultra feminine. These are a little bit more on the cleaner side, and these are more on the extremely sweet side, but these are both ridiculously awesome fragrances to give as gifts. Now, if the person you're gifting it for doesn't like a lot of fragrances or likes very specific fragrances, I would say a safer choice would be a Library of Flowers. These scents tend to be a little bit non-abrasive and not as hard to understand. They're a bit cleaner, they're easier to wear. As much as I love Lollia, and it's one of my favorite brands of fragrances, since these are ultra feminine and these are a little bit on the unique, kind of sugary candy-like level, not a lot of people like ultra sweet fragrances, so I would stick away from this if you're not sure what they like. But if you know if they like Prada candy, or if they like pink sugar or really sugary, extremely feminine fragrances, I think Lollia, any of the fragrances from Lollia would be spectacular. Specifically this one, Witch's Wish, which is my favorite. But again, Library of Flowers is also an excellent choice, and both of these are under $50 for a bottle. The thing about Library of Flowers too, and the same thing with Lollia, is they have a lot of accompanying items that could go with the gift. So say she likes fragrances and bath stuffs, you could get her a fragrance and a bubble bath and like a hand cream. You can make her a nice little basket, or him, depending on who you're giving this to, a nice gift basket that is themed around the fragrance. So it should be a really nice touch as well. Just, you know, throwing that out there. The adventurous side, and you know that they like to have fun with their fragrances, I think Demeter, and I just kind of grabbed a bottle that I had just to give you, just so I have something to hold, is excellent. I've been using Demeter fragrances since high school. They have been around forever. Now, my husband actually really likes Demeter fragrances, and if you know, he doesn't like most of my fragrances. In fact, he thinks he likes like 5 bottles out of my 130 collection. I'm just grabbed Ice Berries. This is clean, easy scent. Demeter is not easy to wear, but it's easy to understand. Generally, the fragrances have one note and you can mix them. Sometimes they'll have a little bit more creative, like Sex on the Beach or Thunderstorm, but generally their fragrances like waffle comb and graham cracker and blueberries and soap and, you know, everything. They're really easy to wear. The thing about Demeter fragrances is A, they're inexpensive. You can really get a variety of different fragrances in different applications. You could do little splash bottles, you could do the big bottles, you can do a whole bunch, as my husband likes to do. Well, generally, if he gives me fragrances, will be Demeter fragrances. The thing that I like most about them is they're very singular scents. You know what it's gonna smell like when you read the bottle. I don't know if that sentence made sense, I'm really sorry. But generally, say the person really likes fresh scents. You could get like Thunderstorm, or you could get Wet Garden, or, you know, you could get, say they really like floral scents, or they collect orchids. They have different orchid scents. They really like breakfast food, like Leslie Knope. You could get her waffles and coffee and graham cracker. You know, they have so many different scents, and you can mix them as well. So I think Demeter, you could have a lot of fun and really personalize a fragrance gift for them. Maybe pick 2 or 3 fragrances of some of their favorite foods or favorite smells. They're really a lot of fun, and the other thing with Demeter is they're really easy to wear. Now, sometimes their fragrances can smell a little bit synthetic, but when you're looking at getting a maple syrup bacon fragrance, I don't know if I'd want it to not be synthetic, because I don't know if I'd want to be lathering maple syrup and bacon grease all over me. But these fragrances are a lot of fun. So I think that if you know somebody who likes to have a lot of fun with their fragrance, is really creative, is really just likes quirky, fun gifts, I think Demeter is a great company to check out. I've been wearing sugar cookies from them since high school. I love that fragrance so much. Ice Berries is really nice, and my favorite from them is actually mulled cider. It smells just like mulled cider. So this is a great brand to get kind of like fun, quirky fragrances that are really nice but aren't going to break the bank, and you could still have a lot of fun and be creative with your gift as well. At least, and this is a specific scent recommendation because I think this is one of the sexiest scents out there. But generally, Guerlain Perfumes is a wonderful brand. You can get them from Lush. This is their old bottle. I think that they redid their bottles. This is Lust. This is a very spicy jasmine, spicy floral. This is the fragrance that I have been stopped. And people have asked me, men have asked me what this is and where they can buy it, because they want their wives and girlfriends to smell like this. I've been stopped at least 4 or 5 times, and they've been like, I love your perfume, it smells so good. I wish my wife would wear something like that. Where'd you get it? I need to get her a gift. Like, I've been stopped for people wanting to smell like this. So guys, this is a great gift. It smells really sexy. It is. I think Lust is the most appropriate name for this fragrance. And on top of it, it's a really inexpensive fragrance. It's probably not something they have in their collection. And if you wanted to throw a few bath bombs in, like maybe get a Lush gift, but like have this be like the centerpiece gift, I think this would be a fantastic inexpensive fragrance gift that's going to be really nice. The juice in this is excellent. I love it. I absolutely love this fragrance. That they have a little bit of like champagne taste, but you have a beer budget. It happens, you know, like we all have to budget out and be careful with what we spend. I know I spend a lot of money on fragrances, but I have a like tap water budget just about every place else. So if you guys see my skincare and beauty and fragrance and you're like, oh my gosh, you spend so much money, understand I nickel and dime everything else. My shoes have holes in it. Like well, it's just because I don't really like to spend a lot of money on shoes because my cats eat them, but like generally, like I budget for what I like to spend my money on. So if you know that the person you're giving the gift for loves fragrances, they like to have a large wardrobe of fragrances, and they have a few favorites that are maybe designer, that are out of your price range, but you really wanted to get them something, don't knock Rollerballs or travel perfumes. But make sure you gift these right. The reason why I'm saying this is because I love a good rollerball. You can throw these in your bag. Say she likes Marc Jacobs Decadence, she really likes Roses de Chloe, maybe she really wants Light Blue or C from Armani, and you're just like, you're not sure which one she would love the most. Maybe get her a bunch of rollerballs and see which one she wears the most, and be like, hey, I'm giving you all these rollerballs, baby. Whichever one you like the most, you know, your birthday's coming up or anniversary's coming up, I'll get you a bottle of the one you like the most. But you can get her like 2 or 3 rollerballs for around the cost of an inexpensive bottle of perfume. I think if you gift these right and you do it really creatively, this could be a great gift. I like getting rollerballs as gift. My mom gives them to me, my sister gives them to me, my husband gets me smaller portions because they know that I have a large collection of fragrances and they don't know if I have the space for a large bottle of perfume. So they like to get me little fragrances like this size, and they do make really nice gifts, or it's like a little extra gift. Say you got her a really, and I'm saying her, but ladies, this is for your men too, or you know, if your partner is, you know, the same sex as you know, fill in the blank. I'm saying her just because it's easier for me to say her, but it really can go for anybody. But you know, if you're getting your partner a gift and you've already gotten them a lot, but you wanted to get them a perfume maybe to wear that night, and you wanted to, you know, rollerballs are great. Rollerballs are superb gifts. I really, really like them. And if you're wondering, this is a Stella McCartney Pop. It is a kind of like a tuberose, a musky tuberose. I've got a review on this on my blog. Maybe I'll link it below. And this is Marc Jacobs Decadence. I like this one a lot. Like a lot. It's a very jammy rose. I just don't like the bottle. The bottle's actually really pretty. It takes up way too much space, and I am hurting for space in my fragrance cabinet, so I got a rollerball of that. But yeah, these guys, rollerballs, are another great way to get an inexpensive fragrance gift. The brand I wanted to talk about, if you are familiar with niche brands, you've probably heard of Tauer Perfumes from Andy Tauer. They have beautiful fragrances. Now, he launched Tauerville, which has very singular, I don't want to say singular scents because they're not singular, but very specific scents that work very well with his other fragrances. And they generally are flash. So you have rose flash, amber flash? Okay, let me see, hold on. I'm sure I'm saying these names right. There's rose flash, vanilla flash, incense flash, amber flash, tuberose flash, and fruitoli. Now, these are gorgeous fragrances, and they are really inexpensive. They are $63 for a bottle. I think the bottle's 50 ml. $63 for 30 ml, but they also have little roller balls too. Now here's the thing with these fragrances, guys. If you're getting somebody a fragrance who wants to start a fragrance collection, who loves to collect fragrances, who likes niche fragrances, these are great fragrances to give. I really like all of these. My favorites are vanilla and rose, but also amber is really good too, and incense. I had in the past vanilla, and I have rose. I just recently got it because I'd sampled it forever and I just have been meaning to buy it. I knew what it smelled like. I'm like, why haven't I bought this yet? They are beautiful fragrances that make really nice gifts. They're also really easy to layer with other fragrances. I know a lot of people compare Calligraphy Rose from Aramis to Rose Flash. I have them both. I like them both. I wear them both for different occasions. But generally Tauerville is a really interesting fragrance if somebody is interested in fragrance, if they're I don't like using the word frag head, and I do like using the word frag head. I think it's a great way to talk about people who love fragrance and are really like intense in the fragrance world and community and collection. But I also kind of feel like maybe it's overused. I don't know. But if like someone is interested in starting a fragrance collection or really wants to get into niche brands, but they're worried about cost or price, or like they're not sure how to get into it, I think Tauerville is an excellent introductory to niche fragrances. I think that they're really easy to understand, they're quality juice, they're really inexpensive, and they're beautiful fragrances, and generally they make really nice gifts. If you know she really likes warm, sexy gourmands, get vanilla. If she likes white florals, go for tuberose. If she likes rose fragrances, go for rose. It's really easy to pick based on the person's needs. And I really like Tauerville for that. So that's why I kind of had this at the $75, under $75, because these are $63. But I generally think that these are excellent fragrances and definitely worth checking out. And if you're looking to give a gift for somebody who has all the fragrances and they're kind of looking to get into the niche brands, it's a great gift because they're really safe fragrances, but they're also really beautiful and high quality and low in price. I hope this video, again, this isn't like my other videos where I give you specific fragrances and I tell you why. I kind of wanted to break this up a little bit. So if I were to recommend any of these fragrances as a gift, I would probably say go for Tauerville or check out Library of Flowers. I think those would be the safest bets for fragrances. But if you know the person's really adventurous and really quirky and likes to smell really unique, check out Demeter. And also if you know the person is ultra feminine and really likes to smell sweet and girly and youthful and fun, Lollia is fantastic. And again, Rollerballs are excellent, but just make sure that you're not just throwing them a rollerball. Maybe do it in an interesting and creative way. Don't skip out on maybe getting them some corresponding gifts. Like if you get Library of Flowers, you can get like their bubble bath. If you get Lollia, you can get a hand cream. Or Demeter, maybe you get them a big bottle and a little bottle to travel with them. You can really have fun with this, but all of these gifts, like I said, are underneath $75, which is why I think if you're looking for an inexpensive gift to give somebody for Valentine's Day or a birthday or an anniversary or just because gift, these are great choices and a great way to maybe get them something a little bit different. Like I said, there's a lot of inexpensive fragrances out there. There's a lot of celebrity fragrances. There's a lot of fragrances if you were to go to like Ross or TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and I'm not knocking. If you find your favorite fragrance there, buy it. If you can save some money, go for it. It's more about finding something unique. If you're watching this video, you probably already have gone to Ross, you probably have gone to Marshalls, you probably already have gotten those inexpensive fragrances, or maybe you wanted to do something a little bit different and interesting. That's why I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a different video on recommendations for inexpensive fragrance gifts rather than just go to this discount site and get the, you know, the same bottle that everyone has probably given to each other for all of time. You know, they're all the same fragrances that are there. It's a great place to go. But if you want something unique and different, especially if the person is interested in fragrances, these are my picks, and I think these are great. I'm gonna stop talking like a fool. If you guys have any recommendations yourself of inexpensive fragrances or houses that you think would be a fantastic resource for anybody watching this video, link below. Also, if you have any experience with any of these fragrances and you think they're good picks or not good picks, again, let me know below. I think having a discussion on this is fantastic. As always, if you guys like videos like this, specifically my fragrance videos, remember to give this a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And also don't forget to subscribe. It's free, and I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye!